Good morning, Board of Directors and Executive Committee. This is Lawrence Spence coming to you from the Watershed Explorers Outpost at Westside High School in West Houston. I've got a status report for you. I'm unable to be at the meeting today, as at the time of the meeting, I will be wrapping up some lessons on law of conservation of energy and trying to keep high school students from sleeping in my classroom. So, hopefully you're not falling asleep right now. And here we go about Watershed Explorers. Watershed Explorers, in case you were not present at the last Board of Directors meeting, is our latest community environmental education and outreach program. We're targeting 3rd through 12th grade students in Houston ISD, and we're taking a pedagogical approach called place-based education, where we're teaching about Houston, the watersheds of Harris County, and the ecoregions of Southeast Texas. So our target audience are 5 HISD campuses in the feeder pattern that leads to Westside High School. So that's 3 elementaries, 1 middle school, and 1 high school. And then we've also got Crockett Elementary in the First Ward as a partner school. It's funded by Texas Parks and Wildlife Co-op grant. This grant runs through May of 2017. We received $48,000 in grant funds. We're required to match $32,000 in kind, and it's a reimbursement grant. BPA pays and seeks reimbursement. Elementary students in Watershed Explorers will participate in 1 to 2 field classes to the Houston Arboretum and Nature Center. They've also agreed to start or resume some kind of an after-school environmental club, giving students a place to get more science activities. And then elementary students will also come to Westside and tour the Wolf Prairie Restoration Project, and this will be led by the high school students. Students in the elementaries will also participate in various service learning projects like coming to Trash Bash. So the high school students in our program will participate in 3 field classes throughout the year, 1 to the Prairie, then to the Bayou, and then to the Bay. Prairie field classes to the Warren Ranch in November. Then in February, we'll take them on the Houston Ship Channel through the Port of Houston on the Sam Houston Boat Tour, and then a walking tour of Allen's Landing. And then in late March, we'll go down to Galveston Island State Park, where we will tour the surf side of the island, the dunes, and the bay side. So if you're looking for a reason to get out of the office in March and you want to go on a field class, Galveston Island, that's the best one. So we'll also get them involved in some service learning projects throughout the year, and they'll attend professional conferences such as the Watershed Symposium coming up next month. And then we've got support for the teachers with professional development events, curriculum, funding for transportation, funding for restoring schoolyard habitats, and then also support for their environmental clubs. To date, we've got 6 partner schools verified. This gives us access to approximately 700 teachers. No, not teachers, 700 students and about 30 teachers that have pledged to participate. And we've already had 2 professional development events, one of which occurred last week at the Houston Arboretum for 14 elementary teachers who are now better prepared to take their students to the Houston Arboretum and enjoy themselves, as well as take some of the learning back to the classroom and extend the learning. So we got started this summer in July by hosting a tour for the Student Conservation Association, one of our partners, and Watershed Explorers, at the Houston Arboretum, where we gave them a tour through the woodland restoration areas, as well as to the swamp sort of wetland areas in the Arboretum, where they did dip netting and collected aquatic organisms, and generally enjoyed the hot and humid conditions of Houston in July. They were good sports about it. Now that school has resumed in HISD, the students at Westside are now having their arms twisted to come out and do perform maintenance of the Wolf Prairie Restoration Project twice a month. So Wolf Prairie is a pocket prairie restoration site at Westside High School. It's we've got support with the Katy Prairie Conservancy to restore this remnant prairie that was a cattle ranch, that was a rice farm, that was, of course, a prairie before that. And we've got 30 to 40 students per month that come out after school and help for an hour and a half. And here is a video from the latest restoration activity. Let's try that again.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what are we doing out here? I am taking a video of you guys in action.
We're mulching the road. We're getting paid for this, just so you know.
Yeah, getting paid in grades. So what are we building?
Trail.
Building a trail. And where are we?
Westside Prairie.
That's right, Wolf Prairie at Westside High School. And we are connecting that trail over there underneath the tree. We're going and adding mulch to it, removing the poison ivy so more students can come out and explore the prairie. Got a prairie work day.
All right, students in action at Westside High School. So speaking of action, we've got lots of activities planned for Watershed Explorers. We've got coming up on October 12th a Watershed Model training event. So teachers will and our partner schools will be able to borrow our Watershed model and use the Watershed maps that we have already given them to educate their students about how water moves through the urban areas, and as well as how to prevent non-point source pollution. The elementary schools will start with their field classes in October at the Arboretum, and then students from Westside will attend the Watershed Symposium in October, and KBR Kids Day, October 15th at Buffalo Bayou Park, where Westside students will manage a watershed education activity using the watershed model. So more events, high school students to the Katy Prairie in November, professional development event, the Intersections Conference in November, and then the Trash Bash event in Saturday. Trash Bash event on Saturday in March. Speaking of Intersections Conference, please join us at U of H downtown in November at this important conference where topics such as transit, dense urbanism, environmental issues, quality of life, and health issues will all converge. Go to intersections2016.org for more information. So you might be wondering, what can you do to support the Watershed Explorers program? Well, I'm glad you asked, because what you can do is come to the Watershed Symposium next month, and let's visit. Come meet my colleague teachers that are participating in the program that will join us at the symposium, as well as the students that will attend. Help me find additional funding sources for next year to continue the Watershed Explorers program. Come to Trash Bash in March. Send me an email at lawrence_spence@yahoo.com. Thank you for your time, and I'll let you get back to your boxed lunches and other important matters. Have a good day. See you out on Houston's bayous.